In this video, we will be installing PostgreSQL as a database for our Django project. So head over to Google and search for PostgreSQL download. Select the downloads link and you should be redirected over here where you can select your operating system as Windows. Scroll down to see graphical installation method. We can install the latest version of PostgreSQL, which is 10.4. So go ahead and download that. You can press Ctrl J as a shortcut for Windows Chrome to see your downloads, and after the download gets completed, you can run this executable as an administrator. I will once again verify whether the settings are correct. It's 10.4. Okay, it will be in C directory. Okay, you can leave this unchecked. Over here I will provide an secure password admin123, which would be default for my database. I will finish the installation and search for PgaAdmin since it's version 3. It's an old one. We require a new PgaAdmin 4 since it's easy to use. Over here we can choose latest build. In my case it's 3.1. And let's grab the executable file, which is PgaAdmin 4 3.1. Once you download this, make sure that you run this executable also as an administrator. We'll click next and accept the agreement. Since it's an open source software, we need not worry, and continue with the installation process. Once the installation finishes, now we can use PgaAdmin 4. It will be launched in your system's default browser, which in my case is Microsoft's Edge. It will take a moment to load, so you need to be patient. As you can see, this is the admin dashboard for Postgres. On the left side we can see servers. Since we have not created any one, we need to create a one for our database. So let's go ahead and create a server. Choose a name of your choice. I'll choose local_server. Head over to connection tab. Over here we need to provide a host name, which will be localhost if we are using on the same machine, and need to provide the password that we had given in the installation process, in which my case it was admin123, a so-called secure password. Under the databases section, we get a default database, which is Postgres. We need to create a new database for our Django project. So we'll choose database and select a new name. I'll give it a name as MyDB and let the user be Postgres. Make sure you have encoding set to UTF-8 under definition. I'll save these settings. We can explore this database, and if we wish to change the owner, we can come back into properties and select the owner that we wish to grant privileges. So I'll leave it as it is. Our tables will be created over here under schemas. So let's go ahead and create some tables through Django. I'll go to command prompt and locate my virtual environment as well as the project folder, which is in D drive. I need to activate my virtual environment, after which I'll cd into my project. Over here I will check my packages that are installed by using command pip space freeze. As you can see, I have just two packages, Django and PyTZ. We need another package, which is psychopg, an adapter that will be used by Django to create tables in Postgres. So we need to install it by issuing command pip install psychopg2. Once the package is installed, I can run the command code space dot if using Visual Studio Code, and it will open up my editor from where I can open my settings.py. I'll grab this URL from the databases section and look for Django for the settings of PostgreSQL database. Let's scroll down. Over here I can see the settings for PostgreSQL, so I'll grab them and replace it in my code. Here now we have to provide our database name, which would be MyDB. You can verify it over here. It's MyDB. Then user would be by default Postgres that we had selected as an owner, and the password, which in my case was admin123. You can leave the host as it is or change it to localhost, and the port number is 5432 by default. Now let's create some tables by doing migrate command. So this command will create tables in our database. Let's check it out. Over here I need to reload this page. I'll choose leave option. Now I need to again browse through the tree. over here under the schemas inside public we'll have a tables section, and over here as we can see 10 tables have been created by Django, and we can see into the details over here. So this is the command that generated the tables over here in the database. Since now we have the database set, we can now create a super user for our site. So for that we need a command python manage.py create super user. I'll choose a shorter name. You can leave the email address blank. You need to provide a password for your site, and then after it's created successfully we can run server. I am running it on port 8080, so I need to go to my browser and paste in the URL, which is localhost 8080, and now we need to go to admin. So over here it will ask me to log in, so I'll provide my credentials which I just created. As you can see, our database is loaded and we have just one user inside it, and it's loading it from the database that we have configured. So our tables get created over here and we can analyze them in PgaAdmin. So this is how you configure Postgres with Django. Thank you.